Here at Norwin, it's been more than a decade since the Knights have finished the season with a winning record, including last year when they went just 1-6. However, Norwin was competitive against some of the top teams in 6A, including the eventual champion Pittsburgh Central Catholic. Now with a key player returning to the district, the Knights hope to be much better. Receiver Jackson Pons is back after suiting up for Pittsburgh Central Catholic last year, and he should be an immediate contributor, ranked among the top sophomores in the WPIAL. He'll be joined by leading rusher Dom Barca, who averaged nearly 6.5 yards per carry. After making significant progress in the rushing attack in 2020, the Knights will continue to emphasize the ground game this year, which sits just fine with new starting quarterback Luke Levendosky.
One of our biggest things I want to establish is a hard run game. I want to be able to run the ball. I mean, we got returning linemen who are just gritty, and I'm really excited to see them work when we hit full pads. I mean, they've been working their butts off all off season, so I really want to establish a hard run game because a lot of the times teams think, oh, we're just going to stop the run, force them to pass, 3 and out. But if we establish that hard run and they got to get into the box, that's when we can spread things out. So, I mean, we got guys that are just ready to compete, and that's the biggest thing I've seen a difference from last year is we didn't have that like competitive edge and that energy, and it's definitely there this year compared to last year.
That will need to result in more scoring, though, as the Knights had 2 touchdowns or fewer in 5 of 6 losses. The offense could get a spark from new assistant coach Rich Bowen, who joins the staff after guiding Hempfield area for nearly a decade. Bowen should also benefit the O-line, a group led by senior center Jacob Young, who says this year's group will be different.
We're trying to change the tradition, kind of. The way we practice, as you can see, a lot more energy. In the locker room, the bond between the players is a lot better as well.
Special teams could be an edge for Norwin, led by junior kicker Joey Castle, who is making a name for himself nationally. Head coach Dave Brzeski's team will need every edge it can get to compete in 6A, but last year's game against Central Catholic proved that Norwin can stand tall against the best teams if they minimize their mistakes, according to Barca.
I mean, anybody can beat anybody in this conference. It's just a couple little plays like they scored before halftime, the opening kickoff. That's 14 points right there. We lost by 10.
A couple of rivalry matchups bookend the schedule this year for Norwin. They begin at Penn Trafford in non-conference play, and then they wrap up the regular season on the road against Hempfield area.